wanna be ready when the hurt comes my way. I wanna be ready when the hurt comes my way. Yeah. I wanna know.
James chapter 5 verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is very pitiful and of tender mercy. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, Brakatah, Wal Brakatham, to the elect and the 1/3 of the children of Israel. Double honors to the teachers and the head apostles of the great millstone Ruel. Peace and salutations to the Alchemy pushing out this work with truth and sincerity. Also, Brakatah to the Aquafium who are listening as well. This is Province in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. My name is Brother Daniela, and I have a short testimony to tell. A short, powerful testimony. The Lord, He will look out for you. He will put certain afflictions within you to see if you will endure. But as you going through your afflictions, He also looks after you, whether you believe it or not. And sometimes, you have to stop and think and examine, what is the Lord doing for me as I'm going through these trials and tribulations, these afflictions, that thorn on your side, okay? You have to stop and examine as a man and look around. I'm mainly speaking towards the men within this class. As men, we think logically and not emotionally. Thinking emotionally is a female trait. So as a man, we have to stop and examine and think logically, what is the Lord doing for me at the times of these afflictions? Because we must endure His chastisements. According to Hebrews chapter 12, starting at verse 5. All right? So, of course, you guys all know about my bodily affliction of what happened to me last year, being caught on fire and suffering third-degree burns, and then getting the skin grafts from my leg and putting it where third-degree burns were, and I'm suffering a very painful bodily affliction of keloid scars all over my body, and they can't properly heal without surgery. And I'm doing my best to go back to Edom, to go back to surgery. I'm trusting in the Lord for my bodily afflictions. All right, and I currently work at a job, that I've been working before I got that injury. And I came back to that job after, I was like maybe 70-80% when I was in that short-term disability of healing. I'm still not fully healed, but the Lord put a strong spirit, the Lord put a very strong spirit in me to go back to work, to do what I need to do, and as I went to work, and the days went by, it's been past a year now, and I'm still going through very grievous bodily afflictions. Very grievous. It will make a average Jake fall out the truth. All right, it will make an average Jake fall out the truth, and he'll go back into the world 7 times worse than he was before. All right, so it's very grievous. Sometimes I cannot go to sleep. I can't go to sleep, and sometimes I can't, you know, function right in the mind. But the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai has been holding me together ever since, and the Lord has been looking out for me every single day. So, straight to the point, I've been going to work late for the past few months. I've been going to work late for the past few months. Now, when you hit a certain amount of points at the job that at the job that I'm working at, they usually let you go and they fire you. But the Lord put the spirit, you know, on these heathens, man. He put some sort of spirit to where they didn't fire me. All right, they did not fire me. They know what kind of affliction I'm going through. They know, that I'm trying. So I believe just probably one day they'll just show up to work a certain time. It doesn't have to be the exact time, but just show up because you work hard. You work hard, and we like you. So just show up. We don't care if you're late or not. Now, we don't want you to be late, but just come into work and do and work. I never had any job like that ever in my life. All right, and that's mainly the Lord putting these putting that spirit, on these people to say that. And on top of that, they gave me a raise. Now, brothers and sisters, I've been going late to work every single day. Is it done intentionally? No. It's not done intentionally. It's very hard for me to get up to go to work. But for the Lord to do that while you're going through your afflictions is very powerful. Yahweh Shemashai is very, very, very powerful. He can do things out of the norm for you as you're going through your trials and tribulations. He can do things out of the norm. There's nothing impossible with the Lord. Let's grab that real quick. Okay? Let's grab that real quick. Luke 1:37. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 37. For with Yahweh Bashem El Shai, nothing shall be impossible. For with Yahweh Bashem El Shai, nothing shall be impossible. Nothing shall be impossible. Nothing shall be impossible, man. Nothing is impossible with Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Nothing. Understand? Nothing is impossible. If you look into the word omnipotency, that's what the Lord is. Omnipotency is unlimited power. Uncapped power. Unlimited power. All right? There's nothing impossible with the Lord. And you have to sit there and see that. All right? If it was anybody else, they would have got fired. They would have got fired. They would have got let go. But the Lord put the spirit on these heathens to say, hey, you work really hard. And for you to go through what you're going through, you know what I'm saying, just show up and work. You know? And recently they just gave me a raise. And I was like, oh my gosh. I never seen anything like this before. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord's control of all things. Man's goings are of the Lord. You know? Man's goings are of the Lord. So he controls everything and anything. Anytime he wants. If your ways please the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that too. Let's get that too, man. Because you please the Lord when you endure your afflictions, man. You please the Lord. You can please the Lord many ways. As long as you're doing his will. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right? So, if your ways please the Lord, he maketh his enemies to be at peace with him. So, peace with you. He'll make peace. That he'll put the spirit on these heathens to be at peace with you. And that's what they do. I walk into work and they look at me like nothing happened. They look at me and they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? And I'm past a certain time that I should have, like, I'm like, if I'm supposed to be there at 7 and I walk in there at 8 o'clock, they don't say nothing. Now, I wish I can be at work at 7 o'clock. I ride a bicycle to work, So it's my body pushing the bicycle, and the Uber and Lyft, the Ubers and the Lyft, with this hyperinflation prices, I can no longer afford the car rides. So, I train my mind to be strong, to hop on my bicycle, to get to work. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, I know the Lord's gonna bless me with He's gonna bless me with a scooter or electric bicycle until I get my license back. But that's that's me being a man and and thinking logically, and and being a student of reality. So if I had to go to work on my bike just to save money or do what I need to do, I do it. And I'll make no excuses, But I just wanted to make this quick hit to let y'all know that nothing is impossible with the Lord. And he will look after you during your chastisements. And let's grab that precept real quick. And then we're ending on that. Hebrews chapter 12. All right. Starting at verse 5. I believe it's verse 5. So Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. All right. Sometimes I have my moments, where I'm about to faint. I'm about to faint or hitting the breaking point. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, He said, don't faint and don't despise the chastening of the Lord. So don't despise the chastening of the Lord, because what? So guess what? Verse 6, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So if the Lord chastening you within this truth, within this walk, within this narrow path, he loves you. He loves you, man. Don't ever think he don't love you. He's doing this for a very strong purpose. Imagine everything that you've been through in life before you were in the truth and after. just so you can get ready for what's ahead. And then when it happens, when it manifests, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. So this is the reason why he made me go through all this, just to do this. And then before you know it, you'll be in the kingdom forever. And everything that you've been through would just be like a few seconds compared to eternity, you know? All right, verse 7. If ye endure, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? All right. So he said, if ye endure. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going through it right now, whether you're struggling financially, or you're being attacked by multiple spirits, or you're being homeless, or you suffering bodily afflictions, the list goes on, man. Brothers with wives or and kids, or you know what I'm saying, or the brothers bumping heads with the baby mama, or sisters bumping head with the baby daddy, and the list goes on, man. So it's like, if ye endure the Lord's chastening, he dealing with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? All right. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. Okay? So it said, but if ye be without chastisement, so if the Lord's not chastising you, it said, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. So you're pretty much not the Lord's child if he's not, chastising you. Okay? So you must be chastised for the Lord to deal with you, and you must endure his chastisements. And as he put you through the chastisements, he will take care of you. Why would he not take care of you? You know the names. You know the real gospel. You know the truth. You know what's happening. According to 2nd Ezra 9:1, measuring that times diligently within itself. You know what's going on. You know what the true events. Like the MOB. All these dark parables, man. You know everything, because it was given to you, because the Lord loves you. He gave you the true understanding. So you must endure his chastisements, and as you endure, the Lord will look after you, and there's nothing impossible with the Lord. All right. So that was my testimony. I hope this was edifying to the elect. Call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai Bashim Al-Kadash. If this was edifying to you, it's edifying to the elect. Till next time I say Shalom.